Uh, hey guys, welcome to our podcast. I am Mehmet and this is my good friend Joaquin.
Hello.
And today we are going to talk about portfolios and how you can publish your work on online. So, do you have any online portfolios right now?
I started an online portfolio for some years ago, but I haven't used it so much, so I'm not that familiar to it. But I use Instagram,
Okay.
but it's not like some kind of portfolio. It's more like some kind of showing up what I'm doing.
Yeah. I think Instagram becoming a good platform for especially younger designers. I prefer to use Instagram to share my sketching journey. But for the portfolio, I use Behance and Behance.
Okay.
But I have to say, Behance really becoming old-fashioned, and it is really hard to get a job from Behance. In the future, do you plan to use already existing web page, or you prefer to create your own web page?
Yeah, I had some thought about making my own web page, and because I think I can use it as some kind of marketing of my own brand, like myself.
Okay.
I see that as a good thing, that if I want to start my own company or something, it could be good too, and then I can have my portfolio and my stuff there too.
Yeah, I get in a similar advice from fellow designers also, having portfolio page on behind you is good, but they mentioned to me you having your own web page is much more important nowadays, because people usually check the portfolios with their mobile phone, and it is so much easier to access the personal web page rather than going into the behind your call-up and struggling with UI of the web page and things like that.
Yeah, it is it's hard to find things there, and I think it's they're you can't it's not visible every time, so
It's
it's blurriness. Maybe
exactly.
It's hard for
You're
people
right.
to find your portfolio because there's so much stuff there
It's
already.
hard to control how they articulate your portfolio, and I think having your own page is much more useful. But I think keeping a Instagram and LinkedIn is also really has advantage.
Yeah.
I find LinkedIn is really good way to connect with the people in a wider range, but the Instagram is more for getting friendly with the designers all over the world. It's more social environment, and I feel like when you're with someone on Instagram, your chance to collaborate is much higher than the LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think it's because it's interactive, and you can always send a message, or you can comment, or you could your post or your image can be reposted on some other account and such, and you can also be in some kind of competitions if you want.
Yeah.
Playing around with some sketches and then send them in, and then that type of stuff.
Yeah. I think LinkedIn on advantage, when you post there some of your work or your sketch or whatever, you can see that which companies look for your work, or which famous designer, I will say, was interested in your sketch or things like that. In Instagram, it is not possible to see that.
No.
But maybe in the future they will combine these things.
Yeah, but you can also have this. You can see who liked your post and comment on it.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you can see that some really good designer or something has given you a thumb up, or that type of stuff. So but it's not that you cannot really find the like who has been on your page and such.
Yeah. When I use LinkedIn, then I feel like a bit like a hesitated and nervous when I wanna write like a text to like a senior designer or designer who is working in the field. But I feel in Instagram it is much more easier also text with someone even you never speak with them.
It's more like official in some way. It's like you're going into the web page of the company site.
Yeah.
And then you like look up this designer and then you want to send a message to him, and it's like it's more about like this work related stuff than it is like this social. You know, if you should like send a message to some good designer on Instagram, maybe they will like respond you at Saturday night and like nice, thank you, or like that sounds great. Send a message to me or email me or something. But if you send it on LinkedIn, I think it's get a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And it could be like, I think that's some kind of like limitation to it, because I think it blocks your like mind, because you maybe you don't do stuff that you would have done on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like maybe you should show up your sketches on LinkedIn. Maybe you should use it as Instagram, because if no one is doing this right now, maybe it's like the unique way for you to show that you're like you're different, or you have your skills, and maybe that's a good way too, because if we feel that LinkedIn is so strict and so like old fashions, old schools, that type of way, or more like it's I think it's good to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, I am actually trying to do what you say, what you are saying, but I realize I share more like academical work on the LinkedIn then, and not just quick dodgy sketching, like ideation sketching and things like that. I feel like, okay, I need to publish more like a polished work on LinkedIn.
But why?
I feel like people will be going to judge me a bit if I don't publish like if I don't publish like a polished work. Or
but what if it's like the opposite? Maybe they really like it.
Maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
I think I should be more brave and publish it.
Yeah.
And
maybe
this is the.
I think I should do that too.
Yeah. Maybe this is the thing that young designers should take out from this podcast also. You should be brave to publish your work, and don't afraid to show your skills and personality to do that.
Yeah. And also show your mistakes. Like it's good to show that you're not like perfect.
Yeah.
In any sense, it's like I think that's a good strength that you really are brave enough to show that you make some mistakes sometimes, but you will show it too.
Yeah, I think there is a thick line between like a robotic person and professional person, and I think since designers like really move around their emotion and our personality and thoughts affect what we design, I think we shouldn't afraid to show that in our professional life also. I think you have a good point on that.
Yeah, we could leave the internet and that kind of portfolio and stuff behind, and we can look at physical portfolio.
Yeah,
like printed types.
Yeah. Actually, I have never had like a physical portfolio. I think, I always when I was out of school, I started using like a PDF and not publishing my work in any portfolio platforms. Then, until 2 years ago or something, I didn't publish my work in the web even. Then now most people see PDF as a limitation, but I think physical portfolio can be also unique, especially if you do like a tailor-made portfolios for a specific company, maybe going one step further and thinking about physical interaction with your portfolio. And if you think your portfolio as a product itself, and how people is going to
you want them to, like, if they get your portfolio, you want them to have it like on their desk because it's so nice, and it's like a nice book or something to read and look at. That's maybe the goal if you're going to like print something in that way. And it's like I think I saw some kind of like some kind of video or about how you can be unique, and it's like a lot of people are like sending like A4, A3 or something, and it's like it's this big pile of paper, like that type of stuff. But if you have like some unique format, then you can stand out
from the crowd.
Yeah.
I think this can work also if you wanna apply for famous design schools, and sending physical portfolio with unique format can give you the edge in your competitors. And I think this is something we can talk more in the future also.
Yeah.
As like I have a question for you about like applying education in design, and would you give any advice for the people who is considering to submit their portfolios or apply for the schools in the Sweden, especially for maybe BA level or master level?
Yeah. I think it's good to like look at the application page to see what they are looking after or looking for, to see like the keywords, what kind of type of like style and what type of characteristics and topics that they are like really into and working with that they think is important. And also I think it's good to look at some students that have been like working at that school or studying at the school. Maybe you can also like get in touch with someone who are already studying at that school, or maybe can like look at him or her portfolio. I don't have like some specific like advice in that sense, like some details, but I think it's good to like analyze and see what the school is saying, and maybe what the students have been doing.
Yeah, for me, I think you really find really crucial information about going to the school webpage and looking for what kind of project they do in that school and what the school itself looking for. For example, I apply almost all school in Sweden, and I admitted most of them. But for example, for some school, like being more speculative designer or having focus on sustainability is much more important than the other schools. And some schools look for more like a practical skill set rather than academical thinking. And if you are not sure, what you wanna study, and you wanna try to apply all the schools out there, I would say prepare more than one portfolio. Maybe you should prepare specific portfolio for each school, and that will increase your chance to get admitted, and then you will have more time to decide about your future.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we could talk on forever about this topic.
Yeah, and I feel like we will talk about this more in the future as the application deadlines come closer. We would like to share our experience with you guys, and
we are into like the portfolio work right now. Both of us are going to apply for the master programs.
Yes. I am thinking about interaction design master, and
I about transportation.
So we would love to have your feedback. Also, give your advice on your portfolios if you are thinking to apply to schools in Sweden.
Yeah, in Umeå we are in Umeå now, so if you're going to apply for some of the programs here, feel free to contact us, and we could give you some advice.
Yeah, and thank you for listening us. Hopefully we are going to continue talking with you and with more topics in the future.
Yeah. See you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.